like organizing is a great way to get a dopamine hit, and it's free and it's available to pretty much everybody. Captain America shield, a giant barnacle. I can't give away rocks. You know, there's many phases to organizing, and denial is one of them. I just want to be a video that you play in the background while you try to get your life together with me. Like, let's do it together. The hardest part is always starting. I'm a firm believer that your space is a huge contributing factor to how you feel. If I take a step back and think about what's in my control, what is something that I can do right now to help me not feel like a crazy person, the answer is always, let me organize my space. Of course, there's a lot of factors contributing to this feeling of being overwhelmed and overstimulated all of the time. Social media, the US government. I was recently laid off via email, which isn't super fun, but a lot of those things are out of my control. One thing that is in our control is our space. Whether you want to watch this video and organize along with me, or you want to watch this video and mentally prepare and plan to do something similar yourself, I'm here for it. I'm so excited for you. I want to help you. I want to help me, and I want to make a video about it and see how it goes. So I have two goals. One is clear out a bunch of stuff, get rid of a bunch of stuff, and create some space for storage. And the second one is to get all of my belongings, like my family photos and the important documents, hurricane ready, or at least organized in such a way that I can grab and go if necessary. So I've cleared my schedule for the day. I've had a big breakfast, and I'm gonna tackle this closet. And if you have something like this that you wanna work on, now is the time to either pick a day to work on it, or we can work on it together. When you're organizing your space, I think it's great to have two big buckets. And I like buckets instead of bags because you don't have to prop open the bucket. You can just toss things into it. One is gonna be trash and one is going to be donate. If you want a third one to sell stuff, that's great too. Having these open containers that you can just toss things into and not think about the action of getting rid of things is going to help you make decisions. I know there are a lot of things in here that I save for like what if scenarios that just aren't going to happen at this time. It's time to sell them or give them to someone that's going to use it. And before you start an organization project like this, you might be tempted to pick up some organization containers from the store, but I recommend that you declutter as much as you can first, see what you already have, and then you can measure out your space and buy some new stuff if you need it. A big thing that you have to remember is it does get worse before it gets better. Anytime you organize or declutter, it doesn't just go from cluttery to clean. It goes from somewhat cluttery to, oh my God, what have I done? I'm going to die under this pile of crap. And then it slowly gets better. Just saying. You know, I love listening to audiobooks and podcasts. Gilmore Girls on in the background, Sex and the City on in the background, but I do recommend it being a show that you've already watched many times so that you're not tempted to like stop and stare at it. I've definitely made that mistake before. Yeah, having noise on in the background is helpful, something comforting. Maybe that's me, maybe that's this video. That's super cool. That makes sense. Okay, so let's go find some containers. Could use laundry basket, but I think we're gonna do laundry soon, so I'm not gonna use that. So this is ideal. Something like that. That's already filled with stuff that I'm gonna donate, but I think I'm just gonna put that stuff in the back of the car and then use that. Yeah, don't need this muffin tin, that's way too tiny. I kept it because I was like, oh, egg bites. I'm gonna need like 20 egg bites. These shoes for pouring concrete. We use these when we redid our back porch. Brand new tennis rackets. Tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD. All of the hobbies that accumulate. This gigantic strip of reflective stuff. More shoes. And so now I have this to throw stuff in. And this is gonna be so helpful. I'll take a bite and you'll take a bite. Mmm. Hello? I need a second box. This is another random box of stuff that's just sitting around. Another muffin pan. This is a good size for muffins. Egg bites, maybe? Perhaps? Jimby says yes. Yes to egg bites, Jimby? She's camera shy. I feel like I need to make this tripod shorter because a lot of the action happens on the floor. Make sure you have a lot of space on the ground because you're gonna need it. Perhaps? Yes. Okay, first step, just take everything out, which seems overwhelming. Is it not even straight? Is there a level? Wooden clog, very important. Already off to a rough start because getting rid of stuff is hard, okay? So I think you have to do something like this when you're feeling ready to let go. And I think I'm ready to let go of this clog. I think someone will enjoy this clog. It doesn't fit me and it's just for decor. Oh. She a baddie. No, goodbye clog. Very nice, off to a good start. We are a house of what some people would call nerds. So we have Captain America shield, and by we, I mean Josh. Wow. Not sure where to put this yet, so it's just gonna go over here until I figure it out, and I'm gonna answer whoever is texting me. Okay, cool, do not disturb. We're just getting started, guys. We're gonna be okay. Do I film like the entire process, or do I just film like moments that I think are important, but like how do you know it's important? The vibe I'm going for more so is like, I just want to be a video that you play in the background while you try to get your life together with me. Oh, my scrapbooking. The reason that I have been thinking about these lately is because I want to do some really cool matting, like for photographs and for Polaroids. And that's another thing too about organizing is you don't have to get rid of every single thing that you haven't touched in a while, but remembering that you have it is also nice. You know, you might use it if you remember you have it. You know where it is, because I actually didn't even know where that was. And it was right there. So these shoes, I've kept them for so long. I've kept them because they're really comfy, but they kind of look weird. I'm gonna get rid of these because I've just had them for so long and I haven't used them. This is tripod. Cool. This is what I've been excited to organize. I already have an album with a bunch of baby pictures, and this is just the extra stuff, so I need to just get more albums. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that soon because this is what I'm worried about getting damaged in like my theoretical hurricane ultimate destruction scenario. I started, see, like I put some things in Ziplocs, but we can do better than that. Sewing kit for all the sewing I do. Clothes that I've been saving to give to my mother. She's already looked at them. She said she would take them, and she didn't, so I'm donating them. Ugh, don't look too hard. Because here's the thing. I didn't remember this existed until this very moment. So let's pretend that I still don't remember that it existed, and no harm, no foul. Podcasting equipment for all of the podcasting we do. An insane amount of embroidery thread for all of the embroidery I do. This is the thing, okay? I gave an embroidery class, beginner embroidery class at a stationery store. And then I started hoarding embroidery thread that I found at stationery stores, yard sales. This is actually really nice stuff. The reason I continued to keep all of this embroidery thread is because in my mind, I was like, when the power grid goes down and they take our internet away, I'll just do embroidery, like in the medieval times. So this is me prepping for the end of the world. So when you think about it that way, that makes sense. So when the end of the world comes and I have nothing to do, I'm gonna be pissed. But realistically, if the end of the world comes and there's no internet and there's no banks and social structure and everything collapses, I don't think I'm gonna be able to sit down and enjoy embroidery. I think I'm gonna have to learn how to like hunt, protect Hunzi, and Josh will be there too. Yeah, I don't see myself doing embroidery during the apocalypse. I probably see myself like learning how to pull myself from like falling buildings, like maybe learning how to do a pull-up. Is probably what I would be doing. That being said, this is valuable and I want to sell it. This is another thing too. Part of me is like, oh, I will have an embroidery workshop and make money because I'm unemployed. See, when you have a good imagination, it's hard to get rid of things. So I get it, I understand, but stay with me here. Having the mental clarity is more valuable. I've done this many times. I've reorganized, I've decluttered. You have to do it every so often. It's not like a one and done situation. And every single time, my life improves. So I'm just gonna keep like a few colors that I like and get rid of the rest, or sell the rest. So this will go in the sell box, which is this yellow box. And I'm gonna get another box for trash. This, for example, super warm. Remember those things? What were those things called? Snuggie? And I live in Florida, so I don't need this very often, but I am about to go to upstate New York. And this would be mad cozy to have. Oh shit. We'll see guys. It's kind of like too warm. Guys, also, this is a reminder, organizing and doing a deep clutter will always feel awkward as heck, okay? The hardest part is halfway too, once you're like the initial inspiration has died down and you just have a mess. Like, look at how messy the floor is already. And I'm just getting started. This is the embroidery class. Learned all these cute stitches. So fun. That was a fun time. Fun chapter. Cactus. Oh, how cute. What do you know? I mean, gosh, how much embroidery do I think I'm gonna do in the apocalypse? Like, so many things that I could need one day, but I just don't need these. I'm getting rid of all of it. I don't need any of it. None of it. I need space. I need space so my brain doesn't explode. This is a necklace I made when I was like 16. Maybe I'll wear it for the rest of this video. I actually really think this necklace is really cool. I would just do like different colors. I'm not really into turquoise as much as I was at one point. This is for my sewing machine. The sewing machine takes up so much space and I love the idea of sewing things. But now that I'm into pottery, and that has been something that has stuck so much more than sewing ever did, I think I owe it to myself to give the hobby that I've actually fallen in love with my full attention, as opposed to being haunted by like this full closet with my sewing machine in it. I don't really want to get rid of my sewing machine. You know what? Let's not think about it just yet. You know, there's many phases to organizing and denial is one of them. Black silky cord. I've actually been wanting to buy this because I've made these little clay pottery charms and I want to make necklaces with those. So this I'm purposely just gonna put like on the shelf right here for later. Are we donating socks? I don't think we're donating socks. This is my donate stuff. I think I need to take the socks out of here though, because you don't want to donate stuff that's gross, okay? Another thing that you could do if you have a bunch of clothes that are awesome is have a clothing swap. I'm gonna put clothes in a separate bag actually and take them to Revolve Clothing Exchange and try to get store credit. And then whatever I don't sell there, I will donate and or have a clothing exchange. I remember that I had these large IKEA bags, which I love if I'm organizing clothes specifically because I can take them to the thrift store or to a charity shop. It's just a great way to transport clothing. Okay, we're getting places, people. The momentum is building. I have these swords that I bought for my Deadpool costume. And they are crappy, so I'm getting rid of them. I was looking for this. Nice. Okay. Just taking most of the stuff out right now, making some decisions that are easy. I'll make harder decisions in a little bit. Don't get so hung up on deciding right away whether or not you're going to keep something. A big part of organizing is just taking stuff out. This is another part that gets funky. There's all of my random fabric scraps. I used to sell like these fabric scarves at markets and like flea markets and stuff. And I still make them occasionally. And I would never get rid of these pieces. They're so nice. And I'm gonna take these to family members. See, this is where it gets really hard, you guys, because my imagination is just too good. Sometimes you might need to get a little bit more narrowed in on your categories because, like, let's say you want to donate art supplies to a place down the road. That is something that you would put in a separate box. So having lots of different boxes around you to organize your stuff in, it helps a lot. This is cosplay costume, Captain America. Very nice. See, like, I kept this thread because I thought it was like pretty colors. These are fabric samples from a company that is no longer in business. Oh, this is more from my embroidery class. So pretty. Wow. I might want to keep that. I'm realizing that I have a lot of hobbies. A band that I made. Don't need that. Okay. Guys, what do you know? Embroidery thread. Just this. This isn't even the nice kind. I mean, it's nice. It's wool. That is nice. Y'all, we tripping. Bag of bags. Guess what I found? More embroidery. I gotta find an embroidery club around here. They're gonna love me. Thread, but bigger. This is yarn. Messy thread. What would I even keep this for? I don't think anybody wants tangled thread. I want to throw that away, but I need to look into whether or not it's going to hurt the birds. Now this is empty, which is dope. Yay! Now we're gonna go to the top. Currently we keep our paper towel in the garage, which is not a good place to keep it. And I would love to keep it in here. I have an art supply collecting problem. Like a bunch of stationery that I've been hoarding, brass index clips, washi tape. And this is like a washi tape that you can make your own calendar or habit tracker with. I teach bullet journal workshops, so that's why I have a lot of this stuff. Is people that attend the workshop can buy this afterwards. I haven't had a workshop in a really long time though. The only way out is through. Screen that lights up that you can trace stuff with, which would be nice for pottery. Someone I know at the pottery studio does that for like transferring designs. So I think that would be kind of cool. And I've been wondering where that was. Oh, my stuffed animals. I used to have like a tower of stuffed animals when I was younger. And then when my parents got a divorce, or my mom and my stepdad got a divorce, and I went to college, I have no idea where my tower of stuffed animals ended up. And I just had to like let it go, which is really sad because I would always think about when I was younger, like being buried with my stuffed animals because I loved them so much. And a couple hammocks, which I've been looking for a road trip. So that's nice. We know where those are. Ooh, these are Christmas presents. Oh no. They're trinkets that I put away before the last hurricane came by. Some random rocks I have here. This is a rock. This is a rock that I painted. Some sage. A beanie baby. I don't know what to do with this, you guys. This is awesome. I forgot any of this existed until this moment. But now, having a hard time getting rid of it. Definitely donating Buddha. Well, I was gonna donate that anyways, so that works. Little llama. Unicorn erasers. Donate. Elephant earring that used to belong to my mother. Can't throw that away. This would be cute for matches. I actually have some matches right here, so let's see what you think. And here, this would be cute. Oh, really cute. Really cute. Can you strike it on terracotta? Probably not. Wow. Well, that's awesome. I have a hard time getting rid of anything with a face. Okay, a little owl. Oh, it's cute. Give this to my Aunt Lori. I'm going to see my family soon, so I'm gonna keep things that I can give to them. But I'll actually give it to them, okay? I promise. I won't just put it in a box and forget about it. Can I donate Palo Santo? Or should I use them? I'm gonna donate the Palo Santo, okay? Donate it. I can't give away rocks. My family loves rocks. River rocks in particular. Yes. This will go here. It's out of the closet. Important paperwork that I also put in here because I thought the house was gonna flood. That was last year. So this year, I'm not just shoving away, I'm actually organizing and decluttering. This is acrylic paint that I never use. I'm donating all of these acrylic paints. Another good thing to have when you're organizing, I mean, I already said this, but just a bunch of different boxes. As long as they end up in your car and then you spend all day actually driving them to where they have to go. They just live in your car forever. Random leaf that my mom brought from the rainforest in Puerto Rico because she thinks it's cool looking. She thinks it's just like beautiful. And she brought it to me from Puerto Rico. So now I'm like, okay. The rainforest leaf. What is this a box of? Matches from the job that laid me off. Someone say hurricane prep box? Definitely making a hurricane prep box. A giant barnacle. I'm gonna donate it. Someone will love it. Plus, it kind of gives me tryptophobia. Ah! Oh, more stuff my mom gave me. She's obsessed with these shells to make necklaces. Do you want a necklace? It's a beautiful shell. She likes them because they're super soft. After being tumbled in the waves of the Caribbean for years and years and years, they have a lot of spiritual energy. And I made this vessel. You gotta keep, I can't throw away the shells my mom brought me from the Caribbean. Do you say Caribbean or Caribbean? I say Caribbean, but then when it comes to the movie, I say Pirates of the Caribbean. This is a vase Josh broke a long time ago to try to fix it. And there's still pieces in here that are stuck. Oh, and a dead bug. Oh, trash, trash, trash. So I'm gonna use this bag as trash. Yes, it's a bag, but I don't have to hold it open. It just stays open by itself, so that's nice. More stamps. I think I'll probably just put like this whole, like all of these stamps on like Facebook Marketplace. I'll take anything I can get. I'm unemployed, okay? It's so funny when I have no idea what's in the box. This is a paper cutter. I don't need that. This is a bunch of washi tape. This is a plate my mom made out of a grape leaf. I love her. She's so strange. Remember, it gets worse before it gets better. It's so chaotic in the beginning. This is a crystal my mom gave me. This is a broken shell that my mom gave me. If I had a bigger house, I would like love all the stuff she brings me and I would display it proudly, but I don't. My house is tiny. I'll show you guys around my house at some point. My house is really cute. I'm not complaining. I love my house. I love my things. Yeah. What do you know? Just thread, but different types of thread. Not, this is all, wow. Getting rid of that feels good. That's what it's all about, folks. Sewing stuff. Oh, a couple things in here that are very useful. This is useful. This is useful. You can never have enough measuring tape. At least I can for some reason. I always have things to measure. The OG sewing box. Ugh. Okay, who wants this? Nobody. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. This has got Lisa, aka my mother, written all over it. A bunch of buttons. All right. I gotta draw the line at sentimentality somewhere. What is this? Eureka! This looks like something that belongs to Josh. Perhaps a sleeping bag. I do want to go camping. I'm gonna go to upstate with my cousin. That'd be really fun. Ah, clothes gotta come later. Those are tricky ones. Are you having fun even? Is anyone even watching this? It's like Zoom, but not at all. Yes. We have dabbled in cosplay. Yes, my husband does like superheroes. Yes, we have gone to Comic-Con. Very fun, highly recommend. This looks trashable. Trash? Oh ho ho. More swag from the company that fired me. Embroidery hoops. Keep this one and this one. The rest can go. I have a hard time throwing away like boxes for my old cameras because what if I want to sell them? Think about that later. Old security system. Couple adapters for Europe. Yeah, we travel. Okay, so there comes a point in organizing where you just kind of get so fed up that you start getting rid of stuff, and that's kind of good. Oh, these are snow pants. Do they even fit me? Oh, they do fit me. Dang it. Oh, I gotta keep them in case I'm in the snow. Cringy. A guitar for all the guitar we play. What is this scanner even for? Well, we still do film photography, but we don't scan them anymore. We get those scanned somewhere else. It's so funny how like I'll have so many things, like buckets of embroidery thread, but as soon as I see one thing that's Josh's, I'm like, how dare he? How dare he keep this around? This scanner. How inconsiderate. Low budget independent film producing. The idea of making films has always been appealing, but it's not something I'm currently working on. An actor prepares, because I'm an actor and I need to prepare. I'm not an actor. Save the cat. It's a trope that a lot of movies use. Is that trope the right word? Where if you want someone to like the character, like you show them saving a cat or saving a child or saving a dog. And it's such a good way to make you instantly connect and like the character with like minimal storytelling. Are you trying to learn to act? I got you covered. This is really old clay. I'm gonna take this to the clay center and they can reconstitute it and recycle it because it's chunky. Josh's film scans. Okay guys, this is feeling good. I'm getting rid of a lot of books of like hyperfixation activities that I won't be revisiting, or I won't be revisiting with a book. 7 keys to activating your DNA to increase performance, creativity, innovation, and profit. No sé. Se ve como que un poquito charro. No offense. Italian phrase book. Yeah, we've been to Italy. So what? Bedtime stories. But it's like The Ugly Duckling and like all of these stories that I feel like are kind of fucked up. Like Hansel and Gretel. Just creepy. Creepy. This used to be mine, but I'm not having kids anytime soon. And I feel like there's some better stories out there nowadays. More diversity. You're still here. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna speed this up. I basically spent a lot of time talking about how I love notebooks. I'm obsessed with writing things down. I have a whole system that keeps me present and focused. I can yap your ear off about it another day, just not today. So let me know if you're interested in the comments. I would love to see what's on here. What do we do with old iPhones and old iPods? Pipsqueaks, itsy bitsy folk creations to stitch and love. Oh, come on! Can you see that? I'm also blind, so I can't really see what's on the screen. A lot of organizing is putting stuff back, like finding its home, because a lot of stuff has a home. It's just not in the right home, you know? Superman boots! So I'm moving these up here because I am having a bullet journal workshop soon. I want to color code them so badly, but I'm not going to do that at this very moment. So I'm moving them up here because I'm going to need to access these soon and sell them. Look at all of this space. This is what the room looks like, but that's okay. That's expected. Before you're going to tackle a project like this, you just have to brace yourself for basically having a floor that you can't see for a couple hours while you go through it all. So taking it out of the closet is like part one. Processing everything that you're coming into contact with, making those quick and easy decisions, and then you kind of rummage, which I'll probably do with like, not stop motion, but like a sped up video, because I've already talked through my thought process. It's gonna be a lot of just like staring at this point and deciding. You're gonna have to go through all of this stuff, put it where it belongs. So I'm gonna put my Christmas stuff in my Christmas box. I'm going to look up what to do with old iPhones. I'm going to ask Josh if he wants to keep these film strips. So this is the second portion, which is the harder part, I would say, but it's the part that is necessary. And it's gonna feel good once it's done. And once you have all of this storage, like I have this entire closet is empty, I might focus on clearing the floor and then tackle clothing later. This is all of our like winter coats and jackets and cosplay costumes, and I can definitely get rid of some, but they're not in the way right now. At this point, I realized that I accidentally filmed the rest of my video in slow motion. I did have a little bit of a freak out, but I got over it. But you didn't miss much, just me doing a lot of deliberating and yapping about who knows what fashion show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Basically, I spent a lot of time getting rid of stuff, throwing stuff away, putting things in boxes that make sense, and most importantly, clearly label anything, because you think you're going to remember what you put in a box, but you're just not. I mean, I was proof of that in this video. And then finally, I highly recommend organizing your donate pile. You might be driving things to separate places, and make sure it doesn't just live in your car forever, okay? You actually have to drive it to where it needs to go. Like and subscribe to feed my ego. That would be great. I have floor space now. Super stoked about that. You have no idea how happy that makes me. I have extra storage. I mean, come on, empty drawers. My life has changed for the better. I accomplished what I wanted to get done, and maybe you worked alongside with me, or you got hyped up to work on something later, or you just relaxed. Whatever the case is great. So catch you later. Bye.